I got sound. I got sound. All right.
Dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
My dog, what's happening? What's
One of
happening?
the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Space to run past the 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And it's caught. There you go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year.
Yeah, we like
2 and 5, I think. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Bringing that up.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line.
Yeah,
Tell them
we
they
could
control
possibly
your
still
fate.
win out.
Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
with
you
the
start to win
rest
1st down. You win 2nd down. And
like,
guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Cook able to escape. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
We got to
They'd
start
love to just
thinking
strike
win.
back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The pass.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42.
Number 84.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop the throw, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
I
came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Bro.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Play our defense. Make them stop it.
They'll run with Cook.
Oh, come on. Why did you not dive, bro?
For the Seattle touchdown.
How easy can you make it?
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Nugent hits the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
See what we could do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Bro, I had numbers.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
I'm gonna take the shot with.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Good hand.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
My X-Factor niggas, Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? Getting him going is...
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray steps away.
Nah, thank you. That's how he was going to pick that shit.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Here we go, D. Get up, course. Check 59, Mike. 59.
Now Murray again. The 20.
I'm gonna catch you. Come on.
Kelsey. And he
I ain't letting
just
catch you, bro.
falls short down at the
Trying to get you in the end zone.
1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Yeah, see, I got my boy on the phone.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Running back.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll look to
There we
throw
go.
now on first down.
That's
And they
that's
will
the
take
Dion I'm
over
talking about.
possession of the football at their 42-yard
Trying my
line.
dog.
That
Alright,
time
see, now we got
defensively
Dion
looked like
in the
they
zone. We
showed
got
quite a
Travis
bit of
Kelce in the
pressure,
zone.
but
See,
backed off and
this is
improved
what we
fruitful.
should
They
have
get
been
the
doing
pick.
all
He went
year.
through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage.
Oh, that was
Now
a
he's ready to get rid of the
terrible
ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's see what Madden's trying to do, so I'm not going to play into it. Y'all block out there, this the goal.
To throw again, Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Shotgun now for Murray. Caught, Kelce, left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really
Get out of
shadow
there.
that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again.
That's a tight throw.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Calvin Ridley, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
We have got to have
Now they
those.
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Drop him off.
Throwing again, Murray going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Some more
And
arms.
his
He
guys
needs
have
that
got it
dog.
back at the closing stages of the first half.
He was there. That was a bad throw.
They'll take over 1st and
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Let's get it. Alright, y'all, we gotta run the ball more.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Alright, running plays, running plays. Get this inside zone split. Slide that down. Look at the double team right there. Somebody's in the zone over there.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
Oh, good cut. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That should have went.
That's a good start for him.
Hell of a cut.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now
That shit was
at
so
their
bad.
pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Get out. Come on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable?
Keep it on
Smart
going.
play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
How y'all let them line? Y'all had everything blocked up
made a
for
really
that
nice
one line.
play.
Come on.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 58's Mike, 58's Mike.
From the gun, Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Let's go, Cal.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Let's go.
Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the
He
season.
had him beat.
And the Bills will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Boy, I might have to catch it a week.
Taking it about the 1.
There you go.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
You're right there.
And I can't wait to
Good
see
hit.
what they have
That's what I'm talking
planned.
about.
Because some teams script to start a
Get
half.
active, bro.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Coming up to
Try
drop
and get
that.
after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Man, don't let
He
him
gets
float
this
no
one into
pass
the
like
hands
that
of
again.
Dalvin Cook. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Crossing, crossing, crossing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook.
Ran out of
And he'll be
bounds.
out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Hey, watch the
4
fake.
yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there.
Oh, come where
limiting
the
that
flag
and keeping
at,
them
man?
from a
Where is
first
the
down.
flag?
Stopped him in his tracks. That's a
That's supposed to be
49-yard
upholding the
punt,
integrity
8
of the
though
game.
on the
Look at this.
return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo
Just trash.
offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Get out of there.
Flushed out. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st
There you
and
go.
goal.
Stand up.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the run.
They'll run for it with Cook.
There we go.
And
There
Cook
we
was
go.
fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
Come on.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return.
Hey, watch the fake.
to
Watch the
Orchard
fake.
Park.
For the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the
Yeah,
uprights.
defense will make the
And
best
that
out
will
of
get
it.
the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Seahawks 10.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded in the end zone.
Hey,
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by
I got
much
it.
as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
bruised elbow. Man, get your ass in the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 22, Murray, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The boy got wheels now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Terrible
And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray
not what I was
escaping
expecting.
the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away.
Dang.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in
Come on, bro.
And it's incomplete. They cannot
How you
convert,
drop that?
and they
You
turn it
just-
over. Boy, it looked like he had it
Bruh,
and
you
dropped it.
just made this
And the Seahawks are going to
crazy
take over
Julio
the
catch. Now
football.
you got that.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That's
A
stupid.
gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline,
on,
ready
you
to go
right
in
there.
and out of the
Pick the
game.
ball.
They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Let them switch whatever they want to switch, but come on.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Did not use
It's just their first.
back.
They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And this one incomplete.
Why couldn't have been did
Too
that?
much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. First down, Seattle.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, what the fuck?
The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Ooh, down.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it.
Definitely
They have it
down,
up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
I don't know what y'all was on with that. We weren't celebrating.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Inside.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Back to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
He pulled a Deshaun
Delvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
Yes, we do.
A full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
I'm trying to be too aggressive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got nothing there. You got nothing. Right over there, right over there.
Murray going to throw.
Good block.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 58.
To throw is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
All right, let me get 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Yep, I figured you was gonna break that shit, bro. I don't need time to realize. Not surprised.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Got it. Come on.
And that one drops in.
Oh my God.
As he was throwing it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Why would you jump?
This time he's got the hook
Why
up.
would you
It's
jump?
complete.
Just keep going, bro.
Unable to
Just
break
keep going.
away. They stop him a few yards shy. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Chill out, bro.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How is he still on his feet? Thank you,
And,
Dion.
a crusher there as it's
Thank you,
intercepted.
Dion.
Picked off inside the 10.
Don't fire the coach.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, let's get up out of here.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A give to the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Wow.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon.
I'm not here yet.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Jesus.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by a field goal, 26 seconds to go. Now their losing streak In danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Hey, why? Come over here. What you doing? What you doing, bro?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look
I'm
to
literally
throw.
trying to cover 2 people.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45.
Bro, what are y'all doing?
44. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across
Bro, what the
midfield
fuck?
before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
No, bro, no. Oh, they going for it.
Last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw.
Let's get up out of here. Let's go.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Shout out to Dion coming through.
Schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when
We
you called
appreciate
that
it.
play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete
Yes, sir.
So for the Bills,
3 wins, baby.
they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year.
3 and
and they'll
6,
hit the road
baby.
next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll look to
Hey, man,
regroup
that could've
next
been
week
us,
as they
man.
head
Great.
to LA to
Be
take
great
on
for
the
the Bills.
Rams. That'll do it for us.
All right, I'm headed to 2K.